Hello, dear students. Welcome to the session on Nature and Significance of Management, Part 2. In this session, we will be focusing on objectives of management. Objectives of management means the desired result of any activity which management seeks to achieve. Management strive to achieve objectives in effective and efficient manner. For example, you are the owner of a salon. The very purpose of running a salon is to give desired look for the customer by ensuring, first point, hygiene and safety, second, using good quality product, third, creating service based salon thereby charging reasonable prices. So in this example, activity is to give desired look for the customer, whereas objectives being 1. Hygiene safety, 2. Using good quality product, third is charging reasonable prices. Now how that is possible? It is possible by being effective and efficient. So effective means doing the right task. Efficient means doing the task correctly with minimum cost. So here you have a look of some more business objectives like you can observe profit, brand loyalty, customer satisfaction, market share, efficiency, share price, reputation and image, brand recognition, and so on. Classification of objectives. So the objectives of management are being classified into three. First one, organizational objectives. 2, social objectives. 3, personal objectives. So let's go in detail. First one, organizational objectives. The main objective of any organization is to make maximum utilization of available resources by fulfilling the economic objectives of a business. So what do you mean by resources? So for you to understand, resources can be like physical resources, human resource, financial resource, intellectual property. Intellectual property like for example brand, copyright. Physical resources for you to understand like raw materials, building, machine, factory, vehicles. Human, yes, of course, the people. The financial resources being the money. Keeping in mind all the shareholders, employees, customers, and the government, the organization should make maximum utilization of resources. Now, for you to better understand, I have put resources under 5 categories as 5M. The 5 M's are men, money, materials, machines, methods. So any business should make use of all these resources in an efficient and effective manner. And you can also observe the last sentence being the economic objectives of a business. The objectives of the business, that is the organizational objectives of the business, are classified again into 3. 1. Survival. 2. Growth. 3. Profit. Survival. The basic objective of every business is to survive for a long time in the market. Survival for growth and expansion. So let me put this survival for you in a better way to understand. Due to pandemic, survival is a big challenge for entrepreneurs and for many startup companies. With 9 in 10 startups are now showing a decline in revenue that is almost 92% decline in revenue, and some have temporarily stopped their business operations. Well, there are other startup companies, for example, Khata Book, Dream11, and such companies, okay, they have taken up this as a challenge. And that is the pandemic situation. They have taken the situation as a challenge and they are hiring people, they are creating job opportunities. Now, do remember, students, that enough revenue to cover cost is must for the survival of a business. If there is no survival, then definitely then there is no business. So how business will survive for a longer time, I will be explaining this to you under the heading called growth. Second, organizational objective is essential for covering cost and risk of the business. Profit is used to meet the expenses and for successful continuity of business. So profit is the reward to the business owners for taking up the risk. About risk you have already studied in your first PUC. So risk covers in the form of profit or in the form of losses. That's the basic way for you to explain the concept of risk. So risk can be either in the form of taking the risk of profit or in the form of loss. So profit as such can be used in many ways. For example, you can use this profit to pay the dividends to the shareholders. You can retain some portion of the profit of your business. You can use this profit for reinvestment. So reinvestment can be like investment in information technology, increasing your stock of raw materials, adding more production, and so on. Growth. A business needs to explore all the prospects of growth and development to remain in the industry. A business needs to grow in a long run, thereby exploring all the avenues to remain in the business. So the question is, how do we measure growth? If you take, for example, human beings, right from their childhood till the death of a person, you can measure growth either in the form of age or in the form of height. Of course, there are other parameters which we will not consider for now. But how do you consider or how do you measure growth? Now, growth can be measured in terms of number of employees, number of products, increase in capital investments. For you to better understand, let's take the example of Tata Company, which was founded in 1868. It's almost 152 years old company, okay? Now, they have a share price of 763.45 with 100 privately owned global companies. Their revenue is $113 billion and they have more than 7 lakh employees worldwide. So if the business survives and if there is a profit, then definitely there is growth. And growth is in the hands of business management. It is in the hands of people who are taking care of the business. It is in the hands of the employees who are working towards the success of the business. The second objective of management is social objectives. So social objectives is for the benefit of the society. Organizations have to meet the obligations of the society irrespective of business or non-business unit. So business need to fulfill social objectives by. So how do they fulfill this social objective? By using friendly methods of production. Next point, creating employment opportunities, providing basic amenities like schools, hospitals, etc., adopting new technology, regular and timely payment of taxes. Now, let me put this whole social objective for you in a nutshell. Now, as per the Company Act of 2013, okay, companies with a net worth of 50 million rupees need to spend 2% of their average profit of 3 years on CSR. Okay, so what exactly is this CSR? Corporate social responsibility. You can browse over Google and find out more about corporate social responsibility. However, let me give you an example for this. You all have heard about Infosys company. This company has already taken up a project to restore the Panchakalyani, the largest ancient lake in Melukote in Mandya district. I am very much sure you might have heard of this particular place. You would have already visited either for trekking or for a temple visit or for a family outing and so on. Now this particular Kalyani as such is being taken up to clean the silt, to remove all the waste. The company is trying to reconnect the existing canals and building a compound wall. Now, apart from this, the company is also focusing on, or they have been already focusing on various areas like gender equality and empowerment of women, then trying to removal of hunger, poverty, maintenance of health and so on. So this particular example about try to tell you about the way the company try to reach out the society. It can be in the form of society, environment, economy. Personal objectives. Organizations are made up of people who have different personalities, backgrounds, experiences, and objectives. Management should satisfy their diverse needs, such as financial needs like competitive salary and perks, social needs like recognition in the organization, higher level needs like personal growth and development. So, personal objective being the third objective of management, it is focusing on the people who have different personality with different background experiences and objectives, and management should try to meet all these needs. So we have classified them into three important needs. Financial need being the basic salary, perks like for example, uh, the company will give you like food, free food, then movie tickets, event tickets like music concerts and all, then fitness and wellness centers, you might have heard of Culfit, then health facilities and so on. Social needs is like recognition in the organization. Recognition, for example, you are called the star of the week, then employee of the month. You've been recognized for generating maximum revenues for the month and so on. Higher level needs personal growth and development. That is, companies will collaborate with different universities for your personal growth. Like you want to do your higher education, you have such opportunity. It's not like you're deprived of your education. Then participating in various development programs and so on. So with this, we complete the session on understanding the objectives of management. Do this activity, students. Thank you.